Have you noticed that it is averagely difficult now to get a Scrum Master job compared to 1 year ago? However, despite the fact that it is a bit more difficult right now to get a Scrum Master job, there are people who are getting jobs day in, day out. What makes the difference? In this video, I want to talk about why it is difficult for an average person to get a Scrum Master job right now. Secondly, I want to talk about how people like you or what they are doing to get jobs despite the fact that the market seems a bit tight. And thirdly, I want to show you our step-by-step driven process that have helped more than 200 plus people land job in record time. What I want you to do, take a pen and a book and make sure that you're taking down notes. And if you actually watch to the end, there's a big offer I want to give you in order to help you land that Scrum Master job in less than no time. It is possible. People are doing it in our community this week. We had 3 people who landed jobs, not just any kind of job, top security job. And it's possible for you to also do it. Welcome to the Scrum Master chat room with Dr. Francis Imbunya. I'm super excited that today I want to walk you through this process. But one thing I want you to do, I want you to like, comment, and share because this is going to be that changing that video that turn things around for you. Now, the Agile or the IT, see, it's in more of a reset where the first 2 decades the companies have been studying what are the output they are getting from those who they've been employing. Now they are re-strategizing in order to bring in a new phase. And we're going to talk about how to prepare yourself to get into that new phase. But people who don't understand this dynamic, they're kind of pulling out that with the excuse that it takes averagely a longer time now to get a job. But if you really, really want to build a career in tech, this is the right time to do it. And I'm going to show you what you can do. And in less than 90 days, that job will come looking for you. So, secondly, there are many people that are diving into the tech and into Scrum in particular, but they are less than 5 to 10% of people who are qualified to break through an interview. So you realize that a company will be interviewing about 20 people, nobody's qualified. Now, I'm not saying this because I'm doing a video. I'm saying this because I also interview and I can attest of the fact that you interview 10 people and nobody understands exactly what they are saying apart from the theory aspect that they have mastered. And then you'll be surprised to see 5 years, 6 years, 10 years of work experience on their resume. Now, I'm going to address how to close that gap in this video. And this is also one of the reasons why I wrote this book, Is Your Scrum Safe Kanban Interview with Ease. This is from experience with interviewing people. It's from experience with working with more than 200 plus Scrum Master get a job. It's also with experience with me doing it. I don't just do video. I'm also practicing it at the face of transformation, at the face of training other people do it. Now, the second aspect of this video, which I want you to pay very close attention because I want to be doing a presentation. I want to share with you what you can start doing now. And in less than 90 days, you will have a Scrum Master job. Trust me, this is no joke, except you deliberately don't want to do that. Now, this is a strategy I've been using for more than 2 years now to help people like you really close the gap. I call it the all-inclusive Scrum Master training. It's a 90 days training that help you to master everything. When people hear 90 days, like, oh, I don't have 90 days to wait. And most often you turn up waiting for 1 year, 2 years, and no result. Now, the effectiveness of a system, it doesn't depend on how quick you want something. It's more on how valuable you can learn it in order to replicate that. So if you really, really want to learn, one of my main advice for you is that look at the gaps, don't look at the time. I want a job next month. Now, we've had people who have come to our community in less than 30 days, 45 days, they pick a job. But this is because they master the act and they've been practicing. So you don't want to do with them. So the first thing is that, which kind of make what I want to share with you unique and different from what you've been going through out there, is the flexibility. We cannot pay very close attention to timing, to people activities, and how we can build a flexible framework that accommodate them despite the fact that they still have their full-time job, despite the fact that they still have other activities to follow. Now, this is the catch. If you can pay attention to this, then you will understand that what I'm about to present to you, it's a big game changer. For you to achieve result, the problem is not that you don't know. The main problem is that what you know is not structured in a way that can give you the job. So that's the first thing we do. We try to capture what you are missing in the whole process. We situate exactly where you are, and then we bring in a practical solution or practical environment to help you close that gap. Now, these are some of the things that are stopping many of you from getting the job. First, no practical experience, and I'm going to show you how we help you close that gap. For many people, your resume, it's a no, no, no. For many people, you know your material, but you lack the confidence to express yourself. For many people, you know what to say, but then that leadership skills, how do you answer to questions that are tricky? How do you come in when you don't know what to say? That leadership aspect is missing. Recently, we had one of our students who recently just had a job. He said, look, they told me it was a three-person interview, and when I logged in, I saw 8 people, and I was frozen. And thank God that she has learned how to be able to maneuver herself during difficult situations. She was able to recollect herself and resettle and face the 8 people, and she had an offer today. Now, if you were in her shoe, do you actually know how to tweak? They tell you, oh, you're going to be interviewed by 2 people. And then out of a sudden, you log in and there are 8 people right there to interview you. That's where your leadership aspect matter. That's also where your interview skill matter. Now, for some people, it's how to say it. They know it, but when they say it, this is one of the big aspects for our students. We pay attention that you have multiple opportunity to speak out, so that when you speak, I say, look, you're trying to communicate this, but this is what we are hearing. And most often, trust me, many people don't kind of get a bit more, oh, I don't like that. I think I did well. But then until you start getting this feedback, peer support, people running in the journey with you, many people don't have that. You're on it all by yourself. You tried everything possible. If you're in that lane, just send me a message. Look, I've been struggling with this journey. I need help. I'm in a journey of helping as many people as possible this month of August. Even if you've reached out to me before, just reach out. I'm interested and I need help. Right. Send me a message and I'm going to work with you, partner with you, and I want to see how I can help you to the best of my ability. Now, the most important aspect of what I'm about to show you is the structure. Most often, people don't have a structure they go through. So they come today, they do this, they come the next day, they do this. At the end of the day, they're missing out on a whole lot. So they end up with no experience. Now, how do we solve that problem? We solve that problem, number one, by helping you identify and take the right certification. Many people don't have the right certification. This past week, I've been working some of my students on ROTE certification. Now, they're looking for a Scrum Master job, and this is the reason why I push some of my students to go a bit more higher. It opens them up to opportunities to interview, and because they know exactly what to say, they can easily get jobs. That's why we're proud to say that we've had, in less than 2 years, we've had more than 200 people get jobs. Why? Not because we work with them to do the normal. We train them on how they can do what other people are not doing so that they can get a job faster. So if you're coming, it's not this is me and this is what I need to do. If you're coming like, you know what, I want to get to the challenge and I want you to help me in any way you can, then we're going to put down, advise you, train you prepare your mind, and trust me, in less than no time, you're going to close that. Now, the second thing is we teach you how to speak the language of a Scrum Master. You probably understand most of the medical terms, but then if you're talking to a medical personnel, they can dictate that, no, this one you've never practiced. You've read all the medical books, but when it comes to the practice, you're missing. And this is how many of us sound when we're talking about Scrum, right? We can see that you're studying, you're learned, but I can tell that no, you've never been in an environment where you practice. So first, we train you how to talk as a Scrum Master, and when we train you how to talk as a Scrum Master, now we move you now to the practice room where you can do the hands-on work, you learn the tool, you run event like in a race scrum environment. And trust me, when you do that and come to our stakeholder meetings, we're going to challenge you, do a raid demo, and then this is going to help you align so many stuff. Why we're doing this, what we're doing is that we're helping you to interview as many times as possible. By the time you're facing your first interview, trust me, you're super ready. And that is why it is very easy and simple for people in our team to get a congratulations. And now, this is one thing which is very important, right? One of the things, if you follow my channel, is that I don't try to convince you to make you feel that it's easy. I tell you, you need to put in the work. You need to put in the work. If you don't put in the work, trust me, you will not get a result. One of my coaches would say, if you want to get a six-figure job, you need to do the six-figure work. Very important. If you want to do the six-figure work, you need to get if you not want to get a six-figure job, you need to do the six-figure job. So very, very important. Now, when you master this, what we're going to do is that we're helping you also working on your resume, making sure your social media, which is a LinkedIn profile, doesn't contradict with your resume, and making sure that you show up professionally. Now, one of the things a lot of people miss out is how to respond to recruiter calls. And that is why, despite how many times you've responded to a recruiter call, they never get back to you. So we also train people, how do you talk in a way that you appear professionally? Now, this is just a high-level summary of what you get when you work with our team. And now, why is it very important? The market is shifting, and the market needs people who come out as leaders, as professionals. We build a community that helps you to practice, that help you to like get deep into the whole process, right? We use a concept called Mastermind, where you come on board, we challenge you, you talk, we role play with you until we see that you're good. Now, the confidence you have is that you're not going for an interview to try to see if you're fit for the interview. We help you to make sure that, look, you are ready and you're good to go. Now, the next thing we pay very close attention to, we pay very close attention to the fact that, despite the fact that we have a major community which kind of help people, we also pay attention to a concept called tribe. Now, with masterminding, which is about challenging yourself to take the next few steps in your career, now there is a concept called tribe. Masterminds are very powerful because they challenge you to not think like just someone who is looking for something. They challenge you to put beyond the normal. Now, the concept called tribe, what it does is that it pushes you to focus on what we call a focus group. And then by the time you're focusing on a focus group, you are able to challenge yourself. So you're not just put in the middle of everybody. You also reset and focus on a scrum group with less than 10 people, with a coach, with a static backlog. You're able to go through all the details and put yourself. Now, this make you feel like, not feel like, this replicate a real life working environment. You're working with tools, you're working with Scrum team, you're aligning to portfolio, and this help you get a full grip of what working with a Scrum Master is. For many of our students, well, when they get a job and we ask them, look, what do you think changed that actually help you get a job? The first is that I built my confidence. I thought I know, but then when I got to your community, you challenged my perspective. I was able to go deeper. I was able to now be more analytical in a way that I thought. But then one of the most outstanding things many people note about our community is the fact that we train your mindset. We train your spiritual aspect. We train you to think as a winner. So it doesn't matter what challenge you're going through, you know that the victory is ahead. Now, when you do that, trust me, there will be nothing that will stop you from succeeding. And above all, one of the things we do is that we don't just do that. We now help you to be able to ensure that now our schedules are very flexible in a way that we help you to align to a time that works best for you. When it comes to Scrum, it's very important. This is the reality. It's not about showing up where you want. When it comes to success, it's about showing up in an authentic way, in a way that what you're looking for cannot skip you. Trust me, if you do that, there is nothing that will stop you from getting a job. And if this is something you really want to do, trust me, I want to make, I'm creating the time. I'm going to put my number, my direct number on the chat below. Right. Send me a message. I watched your video today. I think I want to take my Scrum journey seriously. I need your help. Right. I want to help 20 people this August. Make that change. If you're genuine about taking this seriously, if you're genuine about taking yourself seriously, then you're the person I'm talking to. Let's hook up, let's talk, but don't forget to like, subscribe, and also on Wednesday and Thursday, I'm also going to be dropping another video. And what I'm going to be doing is that I'm going to be treating a topic on Kanban from this book. And I'm going to be taking a lot apart from this book. You can get a copy from Amazon. I encourage you to get a copy just to make sure that we understand how powerful this book is. But then, apart from that, there are two other books, and this is most people from my community, they benefit a lot from this, which I'm working on. One is called Scrum Simplify, which help you kind of just master the theories and concepts, and the other is the Scrum Handbook for those who are already working. We're working on those two masterpieces. They'll be available to you. How does it play in the value we give our community? We don't pamper our students. We help them get the real stuff, and you're next on the line. Let's connect. Have a great week, and I see you in my next video.